There's an active complaint from the HOA about this overgrown yard.
The yard's being handled right now. I was hired to fix it.
I was mowing the lawn of an elderly man when the HOA arrived. From the way they approached him, I knew this wouldn't be a typical conversation. The homeowner was 78 years old. His name was Franklin. He moved slowly, but he stood tall and spoke carefully, like someone who had learned long ago that raising his voice only gets cruel people what they want. Franklin's lawn was overgrown, but it wasn't abandoned. The tall grass swayed in the wind. Along the edges were rose plants he had planted himself, their sweet smell strong. Butterflies constantly gathered, as if they recognized this place was safe. Franklin had served on the HOA board years ago, before age and health forced him to step down. Back then, he was the only one who voted against the rule change that allowed board members to fine residents without a proper hearing. He warned them it would be misused. They ignored him. But the rule passed by one vote, and Franklin's objection was recorded in writing. That document later helped another homeowner win a lawsuit against the HOA. The board never forgave him for that. So when Franklin's lawn began growing taller than the rules allowed, they didn't see a violation. They saw an opportunity. The HOA president approached with two board members, his tone already sharp. "You were told to fix this," he said. "You ignored us." Franklin didn't argue. He explained. He told them the roses helped his breathing. Caring for the plants kept him moving. The butterflies reminded him he was still part of something alive. "I hired help," he said, gesturing toward me. "It's being handled." The HOA president shook his head slowly, smiling. "No," he said. "This has gone on long enough." Franklin looked him straight in the eye. "You're not enforcing rules," he said calmly. "You're settling a score." That's when the conversation changed. The HOA president stepped back, pulled out his phone, and said loudly, "If you refuse to comply, I'll call the police." Franklin didn't back down. "Call them," he said. "I've done nothing wrong." The cops arrived in less than 10 minutes. The HOA president spoke first. "He's been hostile, yelling, threatening board members, refusing lawful orders." None of that was true. Franklin tried to explain, but his voice sounded tired now. "I disagreed with them years ago. This is revenge." The officers looked at the paperwork. Active complaint, repeated violations, non-compliance. That was all they needed. They handcuffed Franklin, not because he resisted, because the HOA knew exactly what words to use. As they put him in the car, Franklin turned his head toward the lawn. "Please," he said to me quietly, "they'll destroy it." He was right. As soon as the police left, the HOA returned with machines. They didn't mow carefully. They scalped the lawn, cutting too low, ripping out roots and tearing up the soil. They shredded the roses Franklin had planted, crushing the flowers that had filled the air with scent just hours earlier. Butterflies vanished instantly. They damaged the ground, left deep scars, and walked away without fixing anything. The yard was ruined. Franklin was still at the station. He never saw what they did. This wasn't about grass. It was about power. It was about punishing an old man for refusing to stay quiet. If you want me to help Franklin when he comes back, to restore the lawn properly, to plant the roses again and bring the life back, comment "bring it back." And tell me where you're watching from in the comments, so Franklin knows he's not alone.